The HOA disclosure packet's ready, and there's a repair on there that needs to be done. What are we going to do? Hi, I'm Bobby Jankovic. Welcome to Mission Forge. So what's going to happen? So the buyer's gotten their packet, and the 72-hour clock is ticking away. That's the review period, right? That the state gives the buyer. And if they don't like the size of the font on the disclosure packet, they can do what? Well, they can terminate. They can terminate essentially for any reason. That would include if there was a repair that needed to be done. Now, I think in probably most cases, the seller owns the repair and performs the repair just out of a feeling of obligation. But I think in reality, there is no obligation. It's just a notice. The disclosure notice is like, hey, this is a problem and it needs to be fixed. And a lot of times it really does happen. If you're curious, it really does happen that nobody did know because, the HOA sees things through a different lens. Let's assume the home inspection was done and negotiated, the appraisal was done and negotiated, and here comes the HOA person and, they're going to list a problem. And there's no assumption of who's going to fix it. Ultimately, it's going to fall on the owner. So if the property doesn't close, it will remain the current owner's problem. If the property does close, the buyer will become the owner and inherit that problem. So you've got to not assume as a buyer's agent or a buyer that it's going to be taken care of just because it's now in writing. You've got to go ahead and have the buyer's agent create an addendum of some type that says the seller will solve the issue noted on the disclosure packet. And it's up to the seller to agree to that. And if they don't, then the buyer either has to swallow it or exercise the right of termination, but it's got to be within that period, doesn't it? If not, then the buyer's got a little bit of an issue. And I don't think refusing to close is suitable or safe. But I'm not an attorney. So that's just me talking as a broker. And don't just assume. All right. Don't assume. Make sure you put it in writing. Thanks for joining me, everybody.